It's playoff time in the Championship, you lucky things. Derby against Brighton. Let's talk about that one first. Martin, Derby versus Brighton. Or Brighton versus Derby, should I say, is the first leg. What do you reckon, pal?
Well, Derby, you've got the top scorers in the league this season, in the regular season. They're playing the second best defence, though, so it's going to be a bit of an attack v defence, I think. Brighton's problem has been scoring goals this season. They scored less goals than Birmingham, who obviously stayed up in the last minute of the season.
Differing fortunes.
Yeah, but they both come into the game in good form. Brighton unbeaten in 8, Derby in 6. So it'll be a tight game, I think, but I think Derby will edge it.
You think Derby will edge it? Jeff, what do you reckon to that one?
Well, Brighton have got that little bit of, we could talk about this word momentum, getting into the playoffs on the final day of the season. I think too many expected them to get in there, but they did. And the drama of the late goal as well from Ajoa at Nottingham Forest. I mean, you saw when he ran away and he ripped his shirt off. You saw how much it meant to him and it meant to the players. I think he is a key player for them, Ajoa up front. 5 wins in 6 for Derby. As Martin said, Brighton unbeaten in 8. So there's 2 teams who are in fairly good nick. This, I think, will be a cracking game of football.
Absolutely. Derby, a lot of people's favourites, Matt.
Yeah, I think simply because of the form. They won 5 out of the last 6. They drew the final day.
Since McLaren took over, they've been very consistent, and they were going for automatic.
Well, he had an instant impact because he wasn't even supposed to be in charge against Ipswich. They were 4-1 down at half time. Yeah. He came in at half time and ended up drawing 4-4. So he had that immediate impact straight away. I like Derby. I think that some of the football they've played this season has been terrific. Every time I see Jeff Hendrick in midfield, I'm impressed.
He's not a regular starter, though.
No, I know, but he's got a fair few goals as well. I just think that squad-wise, I think that they'll have a little bit too much for Brighton. I think it will be tight. I'd say Derby of that game.
Well, what about QPR versus Wigan in the other tie, Jeff? QPR, if QPR don't go up, I mean, what on earth happens?
Well,
they stay in the Championship, obviously, but their fans will be absolutely gutted.
Well, absolutely. I mean, people talk about their wages and the amount of money that they've spent, the amount of money they invested in the summer as well. The likes of Matty Phillips coming in and Charlie Austin as well. Austin is such a key player for them. QPR not in any great form. I think they only won 3 games out of the last 8 in the regular season. But Wigan's form towards the end of the season wasn't that terrific either.
They look like they're tired a little bit.
Last 6 games only took, I think, 6 points with 2 wins in the last 6 games.
Lost the other 4.
Yeah, so not in fantastic form. But for me, Wigan should have been top 2 this year, and perhaps QPR as well.
I actually think QPR will come out on top in this one.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think you hit the nail on the head about tiredness. Wigan, I think, have looked tired in the last month or so. I think Charlie Austin coming back at the right time for QPR. So I fancy QPR just to edge this one.
Yeah, Martin, what are your thoughts on this?
Wigan have rotated a little towards the end of the season because of their FA Cup commitment. So I think that their form's tailed off a bit because of that. I think it's an isolated game, and Rosler's proven that he can manage those sort of games as well as Martinez did. So Redknapp never managed in the playoffs. I just said I fancy Wigan for this one.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do indeed.
I thought you might do. It'll certainly be an exciting finish, whatever happens. Go to papajohns.co.uk/football for your chance to win VIP tickets to the playoffs. I thoroughly recommend.